And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Just warming back again, and we got ourselves one more upload for the weekend. So we got ourselves an interesting matchup coming up here. We are taking on those dreaded Georgia Force, and yeah, this is going to be a matchup. Thankfully, our overall is a lot better than it has been. Their defense and their offense are right there with us. Their special teams a bit better, so they have a pretty good kicker. The good thing that we're looking at here, we're outscoring them. They have a better offense than we do seemingly, but their turnover difference is just under us, so we should be able to take advantage of it. So that's going to be it. So far, the standings, everything's pretty even, as the Desperados leading everything 4-0 in the National Conference, but the American right there among everybody. So yeah, that's going to be it. And as for the National Southern, the Wranglers lead it thanks to the division win over us, but they also lost to another team, so everybody's pretty even. So if we can get a victory over them, we can definitely take it. Or if we can just keep winning, that's going to help out a lot. Now let's take a look at the Georgia team that we're having to face, the Force. So the Force are going to be a team that's going to be trouble yet again. The other quarterback they've got is Chris Greason. Greason definitely going to be looking to try and see if he can cause problems for us yet again. Tony Bergeron, their offensive specialist, going to be backed up by Chris Jackson if they need him. Willie Gray, defensive specialist with Heyman Milligan. So we'll be looking to try and avoid those guys if possible. Bobby Setzer is going to be on the line. He'll be backed up by Marcus Keys on this one. And they may bring in Mike Sutton, but probably doubt he will see action today. And then Jermaine Smith's going to be on the other side. He'll be backed up by Ernest Allen. And then right there in the middle, Adam Metz, one of the toughest guys in the league. To try and get past John Nix will back him up if need be. Then the fullback linebacker position, Charlie Carpenter, the rookie, is going to take over for carrying duties. He is going to be backed up by Jason Ferguson if they need him. Wide receiver linebacker Marcus Jacobs is going to be the guy we've got to watch in the middle, and Jim Foster will back him up if need be. The rookie is here to help out. Nick Ward, wide receiver D-backs, will be back there to try and stop the passing, and Matthew Thomas also there. And then they've got two kickers yet again, but it's Keith Gispert and Mark Lewis. Looking to see, Lewis will most likely be the one kicking, as he's going to be the one that's usually out there, but Gispert could also be there. They may also switch between them between kickoffs and the field goals. So we're going to see how things go. It's going to be yet another matchup here. Week 5. Force hosting, the Force coming to Cincinnati to face the Slash. And we'll get this thing loaded up, and that matchup is going to be next. And now, making our way into the arena here at Cincinnati, it's going to be a big matchup here as we face off against the Force. First time we met them last season, they embarrassed us with a huge slew of scoring, and we could barely get anything going ourselves. But in the second matchup, we came back and we kind of humbled them a bit and left them in the dust. As the Slash players make their way onto the field back in the black and orange once again. Definitely be trying to look to change some of the uniforms. Probably going to change the away uniform a little bit and see how we're going to do here, as you see Cornelius Bonner out there. And Force end up winning the toss, calling heads. Let's see what they choose to do. They will actually take the ball first, which I prefer. That'll give us the ball at the second half, and it's going to be time to start the football game. Here we go. McKenzie Homebreaker is going to start this off, and you see Cincinnati and Georgia right there in the conference. As Homebreaker will kick this one, that'll be a straight shot, and it'll go off the net. And that is a good tackle there. Bergeron with the return. And it's going to be first down, Georgia. Greason ready to start this off. He's got to face a huge line. Bergeron off the line there. He'll be looking to take advantage. Back to pass here. And Greason goes down early. Van Diver already pushing the lineman backwards, and he's going to go down. That's a 3-yard loss. So already got penetration on the line. As Van Diver opens the game up with a sack. If he can continuously do that against Smith, he's going to have a field day. Back to pass there. Going to throw that one over to the left side. That one knocked down and incomplete. I'm surprised he didn't go for the interception there, but that is all right. Third down now. And Van Diver is going to try to get past the guy. Can't do it. Gary's going to break free, and Gary's going to score. Touchdown force. Okay, so here we go. Well, that's kind of bound to happen. His defense is not the best in the world, but hey, we're doing okay. That'll be up, in, and good. So the Force will take the lead early, 7-0. So Greason hitting a 42-yarder to Gary. Took them 3 plays, but they got it. As this one will bounce off the net. Kevin Snow with a return. He's going to get out to the 15. So good to have him out there running the kickoff for us, as he gets us some pretty good yardage a lot of times. Let's see what we got here. Velcro, Burns, and Bonner are out there. And Burns will go in motion. He's going to take off. Going to launch that one, and he got hit as he threw. Russell unable to get it out there as there was penetration. We'll try that one more time, see if that works out. It looked like Burns had that one. The launch out one. Burns is going to get it in the corner of the end zone, front right corner. That's a touchdown as he broke the plane. Well, when you have a speedy receiver like that, it's definitely good. Which I'm working on doing a different series with this one, where all the teams in the league are a cupcake team, and just running it and letting it see who's going to be taking advantage. 35-yard pass from Russell Burns. It took 2 plays, but we got him, and now this ball game's tied back up. And Homebreaker's going to kick the cover off the football. That'll go between the uprights, and that'll be a touchback. Okay, so we're going to see how we do on defense this time. So, tie ball game. 7-all. Georgia and Cincinnati tied up. Bergeron off the line. Gary and Jacobs split him. It's going to be back to pass there. Going to throw that one in, is deflected there. Incomplete. Good defense there. So Greason has not been doing as well in the passing. Of course, Russell also 50% on the day, and that's going to be a lob deep, and over the wall, incomplete. Could not get that one to work out, so it's going to be 3rd and 10 now, as he was trying to get Jacobs. just couldn't connect it. Back to pass there. He's going to fire that one. That's going to be caught. Bergeron's got it, and a good tackle there. That could have been another score. That'll make it 1st and 10. It's going to be on the Slash 22-yard line. Johnson, Golston, Van Diver on the line. Johnson trying to swing past his guys. That one's going to go deep and off the wall, incomplete. Could not get that one to Jacobs yet again. Tried though. He just missed him. All three to the right now. Bergeron off the line. Garrett on the inside. Back to pass there. We're going to throw that one over to the left-hand side. Bergeron's got it as he beat his man. And that is going to be a touchdown. So Georgia involved in a bit of a shootout here. That is going to be up in and good. So Georgia not been stopped yet. It's been a tough game defensively for the Slash, as they have not been able to stop them just yet. As that one will go between the uprights and be a touchback. Alright, so let's see what we got this time here. So Bonner, Burns, and Onomatopoeia out there right now. Back to pass here. Oh, going to throw that one toward Onomatopoeia. He's got it. He'll bounce off the wall past midfield. 1st down. Onomatopoeia definitely has been a good return. As Onomatopoeia and Jacobs over there talking how well that play went. That definitely will work. So Bonner out there on the right. Velcro comes back in. And then Burns over the middle there. Back to pass. Going to throw that one quickly. Burns can't quite get it. That one just out of reach. Probably should have tried to throw that a little left. But Russell goes down. So that is not good. He's had injury issues last year. Thankfully they were minor ones. But that big hit did not help out. So we're going to be seeing our other quarterback coming in here. There is Scott. Scott's going to have his Slash debut here in week 5. He's got a pretty good arm too, as he throws that one and nearly intercepted there. Should have lobbed it. That's what I should have did. 3rd and 10. And he's got a strained pectoral, so he'll be back. Back to pass there. Gonna launch that one toward Russell, Russell. Towards Burns. He's got it. He jumps up and catches that one, brings it down. And he's out there dancing. Oh, and he gets nailed. Georgia players are trying not to play today. This may be the last play of the 1st quarter. And it will be, as Homebreaker will kick this one between the poles. Up in and good, and this ball game is tied 14-all. Georgia and Cincinnati locked up after 1. So we definitely got some work to do. If we can keep this thing even, we get the ball back in the 3rd quarter, so we should be able to take advantage of that. But if we could also cause a turnover, that would definitely help out a lot as well. As thankfully my kicking has been pretty straight today, as Homebreaker kicks that one. Just missed where I was aiming that time, but it's okay. Good tackle there, as it looked like it was Pearson that made the takedown. as I've got to try and use him in the offense as well. So here we go. Johnson, Golston, and Van Diver on the line like usual. It's nice having them consistently. There's the quarterback got nailed as soon as he got rid of it. Jacobs with a catch. So that'll be a 7-yard gain. Nearly had another sack there. As I'm actually glad I've got a good line now. I've got some good guys to back them up too, but, you know, we got a much better team. As that one's going to be launched deep, and it's caught. Bergeron broke him. I may have to try and jam the receivers. Oh, my goodness. As Bergeron has already broken away a couple of times now, as that is going to be a score. Georgia takes the lead back once again, 21-0 now, as that kick goes up in and good. That is a 32-yard pass from Greason to Bergeron. Bergeron has just been on fire today. As that is going to be a good kick off the net. Snow's going to get it. And he'll not get the best return. I tried to see if I could go out get some blocking, but obviously that did not work. So ball on the 7-yard line. It'll be first down. We've got Velcro, Burns, and Bonner out there. Gonna hike that one. Gonna launch that one towards Bonner. Can he get it? Not quite. So he doesn't quite have the speed that Burns has, but we try to get him one. Let's see what we got this time on second down. As Scott's still out there. He's got a good arm too. As he's going to launch that one, Burns has got a step. He's gone. Bergeron's not the only one that can pull off the big stunt. As Burns just broke his man, and that was it. And this kick will tie it up. As it's been nothing but a shootout today. As Homebreaker will kick that one straight and true, up, in, and good. 21-all. Cincinnati and Georgia trying to show off their offensive prowess. A 43-yard pass from Scott to Burns, and thankfully Scott has got a cannon just like Russell does. That has probably been the saving grace of this right now. As, Homebreaker, not the best kick, but is not the worst either. As that is going to be a good one. And Bergeron trucked. He got nailed. Down at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10, 3 minutes to go in the half. So let's see what we got here. There's Carpenter back there behind Greason. Let's see what he can do, and there we go. Going to launch that one over the middle, but it does not find Bergeron. Incomplete. Tried to get that one to him, but just could not find it. So first down has not been the good down for them. Second down has not been as good, but they have had some success there as Gary's going to get it, and he'll get hit by a host, finally taken down by Kevin Snow, but not after getting a huge gain there. First down. So give me first down on the Slash 21-yard line. Field position in this game is definitely big. As Gary goes in motion, they're going to throw that one to the left, and Gary will catch it as they opened him up with a good gain there. So now it's going to bring it down to about 2 minutes. Greason, 7 for 12 on the day, 151 yards, 3 touchdowns already. So he's been doing work. Johnson trying to fight his way through. They can't quite get it. Jacobs will get a catch and then he'll get nailed, as he's going to get a good gain there. It's now 1st and goal on the 8-yard line. Now we got to watch the run game. They will probably think about giving this to Carpenter a time or two, as they're inside the 10. Back to pass. Johnson back there, and he's going to get credited with a sack, as it looked like it was Golston that penetrated, as both of them made the hit. So Johnson with that little spine buster after Golston tripped him up. That's going to make it 2nd and goal. They'll put the ball at the 12-yard line, as that was definitely a good defensive play there by them. That is sack number 2 on the day for this team. All 3 guys now involved in the sacking of this quarterback, as Van Diver can't quite get through. That is going to be a pass to Bergeron. And now Velcro is holding his hand. He's got an injury. We need those hands in good shape, especially for that man. So to make it 3rd and goal, they'll place the ball at the 4-yard line. Freeborg down the middle and Parker on the end. Van Diver's still in there. And Parker can't quite get through there. That's going to be a lob, and Gary's got it touched down, as he had just enough room there. Onomatopoeia with a takedown, but a little late. Oh, I love the hitting on this game, especially the cutscene hits. All right, that's going to give us a minute. We got all 3 timeouts, so we should be able to do something with it. 1 minute warning has hit now. So Georgia regains the lead. They're up 27-21 right now. Trying to see if they can make it a full 1-score lead. That is going to be up in and good. So here we go. So that'll give us just under a minute by the time we get the football. And they're going to onside kick this. I'm actually not a fan of doing the onside kick in this early of a spot, but okay. They're going to kick it. Johnson will get it, and that'll be inside the 10, 1st and goal. So let's see what we can do. We're going to run this one. I like this weak side because it could definitely open up some things. Pearson's going to get this. He'll get it, and it's going to be a bit of an opening. We'll call the first time out. So 2 timeouts left. He got some room there. If there's blocking, it's definitely going to work out. And he will get in. Pearson able to get his football across. That's going to be a score. And that should tie this up. I'll let this clock run down. That way we can get the football back. I'll let it run down a little bit, but not much. Try and give them no time on the clock to do anything. As that was a good little run there. Actually having an offense where we could actually run the football is very, very good. And that is going to be up in and good. So less than 10 seconds on the clock before the half. Ball game tied up, Georgia and Cincinnati in a slugfest. As we went 2 plays, 7 yards, and Pearson got all 7 of them, ending it with a 2-yard touchdown run. And Homebrecker will kick the cover off of that one. Let's see. No, won't be able to get it. As that is going to be a good tackle, as that is Moss that made the knock. Good shot. 6 seconds left on the game clock. And it's going to tick down there. We're just going to let the half go. They had 3 timeouts, but decided not to use them. So it's a deadlock football game after 1 half. Cincinnati and Georgia locked up. And this one is definitely a fun one. Just got to try and see if we can get something done defensively, because if we can come out with a win. So take a look at the stats here. Looking at the game stats, locked up at 28, 164 yards for the Force, 130 for the Slash. As the first downs have really been the thing for the Force. That has helped them stay on the drives. Both teams perfect on third down. But the Slash have not had that many third downs. That's the thing. Time of the possession has definitely been in the favor of the Force. So if we can take that away from them, that'll definitely help out. Individually, we're looking at two good quarterbacks for the Slash. Russell and Scott, identical rating, 135.4. Russell with 58 yards, Scott with 65. Russell with a touchdown, Scott with 2. Both are actually 2 for 4 on passing for the day. Neither one has been sacked, so it's been great for them. Greason, 144.2, though. He's got a better rating and better yards. 169, 4 touchdowns, 10 for 15. He's been sacked a couple of times, though, so he's had some pressure on him. As Pearson, so far 2 attempts rushing. He's got 7 yards and a touchdown, while the Force have not run the ball yet. Force, 4 receptions for Gary, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bergeron, 4 receptions, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jacobs has 2 for 13, as he's not got a touchdown yet, but he probably will. Burns, 3 for 100 yards. All 3 of his catches have been touchdowns. And then Onomatopoeia with 1 for 23. So Bonner yet to get involved in the offense yet. But Force, 2 pancakes for Carpenter and 1 for Smith on the day. Smith and Metz have allowed the sack, while Slash have not done anything blocking yet, whether it be a pancake or a miss or a sack. Defensively, they have spread the tackles around. Milligan, Gary, Carpenter, Ward, and Jacobs all with a tackle in this one, while the Slash, DeJuan Moss with 3 tackles. So he's been a real good fullback linebacker today. Velcro with a couple of tackles, Snow with a couple. Golston with a sack and a tackle. He got credited the sack there. Bonner and Barnes, also Bailey and Vandiver. Vandiver's got a sack as well, so they gave it to Golston instead of Johnson, but hey, that's all right. Johnson will get himself a tackle later on, and hopefully a sack for that one. Then the field goals, no real kicking in this one other than the extra points. Everybody's made their extra points, so it's been really good for them. And we will get back to the football game after this. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the football game. It is a deadlocked one. Cincinnati and Georgia tied at 28 right now, as Georgia decided that they were going to take the ball first, and now they've got to get it to us, as Snow will get this one off the net, and he will be tracked down quickly. That is going to be returned out to the 9-yard line, first down. So we've got to figure out what we're going to do here on this one. Try a little bit of different playbook shenanigans here. See if maybe it can get Bonner open on this one, as they are pressing our guys pretty harshly. Gonna throw that one, try to get it to Bonner. He'll get it and be taken down about the 20. That's a first down, as Cornelius Bonner with his first catch of the day. Reason I like these 2000s EA Sports games is because they feel like they were locked in at the time. They just felt like they were different. They had some things going on, as Russell completes another pass, 3 for 5 on the day. He's got 71 yards total, as we got ourselves another opportunity here. Back to pass there. They'll throw that one toward Burns, and that will be just a bit outside. Incomplete. I tried to lead him, and I didn't want the defender to get a hold of that one. So we'll just go back to the tried and true play that's been happening so far today. All right, Dan Russell ready to hike the ball. There he goes. We'll throw that one quickly, and I should just lobbed it. That's my problem. I get too much in a hurry on that sometimes. 3rd and 10 now. All right, back to pass here. He'll throw that one. Oh, try to get that to Bonner, but threw it just a little too much, and that'll be a pick six. Oh, man. Well, there goes the advantage. At least they took the lead with that score, but now we got to play catch up again. As that kick is going to be up in and good. Should just threw the safe bet and bombed it downfield to Burns, but I saw the receiver get open, and I thought I was going to have something there, and no snow can't quite get past the 10 there. That's going to be first down now. Now ball on the 9-yard line. Oh, and there's a fumble. Oh, crud, I missed the fumble. I missed the ball. That is 2 turnovers now in a row. We got to do something. We are having trouble holding on to the football. That is not good. Johnson, Golston, Vandiver up there. Can they do something? They're going to toss this one out, and he's got all day. Touchdown, force. Now we're in a deficit. 13-point deficit is 2 turnovers back to back, and that has killed our momentum. And that's going to be up in and good. Force in control of this one so far. It is going to be a tough one. They had to come back for down by 14 as Jacobs takes that run around the left-hand side, runs it in 2 yards score. And that'll be between the uprights, touchback. So we'll see what we can do this time. All right, Russell back to pass there. He's going to launch that one deep, and Burns will get it and be taken down at the 1-yard line. First and goal as Burns with another big set of yards there. So let's see what we got this time. And that is going to be Pearson trying to go up the gut. Not quite. We'll try and see if we can run the weak side again. So back to the line of scrimmage. That's all he got. As Pearson will get to about the goal line. We have got to get in there, though. Third and goal. The ball is... How is that not a touchdown? I wonder. And, all right, that... Oh, penetrated by the linebacker. That's going to make it 4th down. We have got to score, though. That's the problem. Okay. The run game has not worked yet, so what do I got to do here? All right, back to pass here. If you're looking, oh, and Russell unable to get that one down. That's going to be a turnover. So that did not help out at all. So ball's going to be at the 2-yard line. So our momentum died at the half. As that one's going to be launched deep, and Bailey, beaten by his man Bergeron, got it. He's taunted and tripped up in the end zone, and now the Force are running away with this one. Oh boy. Boy, everything just went downhill after that. After the half. Oh my goodness. We drive down the field only to give them the ball 3 times in a row. Well, since that didn't work out, I guess we got a chance now to open up a run game a bit. So that one, a 48-yard pass from Greason to Bergeron, and the Slash look like they're about to slip down the standings. As this one will go between the netting, and that's going to be a touchback. Oy vey. Now I got to figure out what we're going to do here offensively, because it's not been good. So 1:15 left in the third. It's going to be tossed out to Pearson. He'll juke up toward midfield there and get about a couple. Oh boy, here we go. Bonner, Burns, and looks like Velcro out there. Back to pass there. Gonna launch that one toward Burns. He's got it. He'll be down about the 15. First down, Slash. Burns with 15 receptions, almost 200 yards now. And he might get another one here, as that one is going to be out of bounds. Russell led him too much. That was my fault. So 30 seconds left in the third here. Back to pass there. Oh, throwing that one to Burns. He's got it, and he stays on his feet. Touchdown. So the Slash knocked the lead down a little bit, but that's still not good enough. So Georgia leads it now 49. This should be 35. That one will be up, in, and good. We've not been able to stop them defensively. The question is, do we want to onside kick it? Probably not, because that's going to give them easy points. Russell, 15-yard pass to Burns, and that tops off the drive. And that kick is going to be a straight one. That'll go between the uprights, but no points off a kickoff. All right, we got to tighten things up here. That's going to be the end of the third. So, Georgia leads this one 49. Cincinnati 35. So, 1 quarter left to go. If our defense is going to do anything, they got to do it here and now. Turnover will definitely cut the lead down. Back to pass there. He's going to drop that one off, and off the hands. Bergeron could not handle it. Incomplete. That's what we need. We need them to make mistakes. Bergeron off the line. Carpenter behind his quarterback. Back to pass there. Going to launch that one. No, never mind. It was Gary. That's a catch. And a first down. We are having trouble keeping them in front of us. As usually the Force don't really run the football much. It's going to be back to pass. He's going to launch that one, and Jacobs will get it. Kevin Snow was closely contending him, but not quite good enough. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 10. Jacobs' 3rd catch of the day, 30 yards. No touchdown to speak of yet, but he's been doing good for him. As that is going to be Golson that gets through there. Oh, that is a touchdown. If Onomatopoeia would have seen his man, he could have came back and made a pick. I didn't see it fast enough either. So that's going to extend their lead back up to 20. This will make it 21 here. So there's been no field goals today, no punting, field goals, whatever. In this game, it's all been turnovers and scoring. As that was a 10-yard pass from Greason to Gary. They go 4 plays, 44 yards, and they got it. As this will go out of bounds, and that is going to be illegal procedure. I'm starting to think that's actually a glitch, because that should have actually went through the netting. We'll switch things up here a bit, see if we can do something. The launch. Oh, wow. Well, that just lets me know they don't want me to win this football game. One-handed interception there. Wow, what a play. So after that, a little bit of shenanigans, it's time for the Force to get the football back. 20-yard line is where it's going to be. It's going to be 1st and 10 from there. And they will definitely be killing clock. Bergeron back there, he's going to get. Oh, Greason got nailed there. Johnson hit him. As that is going to be incomplete as well. Looked like I tried to get Bergeron on that one, but Gary could have also been the intended target. Back to pass here. That is going to be, Velcro in front of it. I tried to pick that one. We needed an interception on that one. 3rd and 10. This is about where they make their completion, as they are 3 for 3 on 3rd down. And they're going to hand that one off, and Carpenter will get a couple, but that'll make it 4th down. So a little over 3 minutes left, and the Force will kick a field goal. First attempt at the field goal today. They've got a good kicker, as that will be up, over, and good. Georgia extending their lead yet again. As Cincinnati normally scores about 40 points or so, but they don't have that yet. 43-yard field goal by Lewis, and he got it. As it'll go off the net there. Snow's got a return here. He'll get out near the 20 as he goes over the wall. As that is going to put the ball at the 19-yard line, 1st down. So we don't need to be throwing any kind of short passes again, because we know that linebacker is Superman. Russell launched that one deep. Burns will have it easily. Touchdown. And the Slash strike again. And the problem is they've not struck hard enough. They want us to go for it on the extra point, but I don't think so. They want us to go for 2. But this game is pretty well out of hand. Don't need to risk anything. We'll just kick it through the upright. Now it's got to be onside kick time. Can we actually get one? Because we know our defense has not been the best thing in the world. Got to get it out past the 10. That's the thing. It's got to be a 10-yard kick. And this will be a big kick there. And Foster will pick it up. Velcro with a tackle, so onside kick did not work out. Did not think it would, but we had to try it. I will get the onside kick one of these days, but we'll find out when that'll happen. It just won't be today. Back to pass there. He's going to throw that one short to Jacobs, and Jacobs nailed by Bonner. Kevin Snow down as he tried to make the tackle and hurt his arm doing so. That is going to That's going to be bad if we end up losing him. He's one of our better guys at the interception. Trying to see if we could press the receivers here. They'll probably run it, as that will be a handoff, and Carpenter able to weave his way through, but there's a flag down. Jacobs called for holding, so that is going to be no good there for him. So second down, ball on the 12, and they're going to hand that off. Actually, good. Carpenter just going to run over everybody. Good night. So the Force are blowing us out of the water again like they did at the beginning of last year. Onomatopoeia taking offense to that one. As that is going to be, they're going to kick this one. Definitely going to be looking to try and recover from this loss. But we're playing at a good difficulty. It's a good mix between challenging and not impossible. As that 12-yard run by Carpenter definitely put a little bit of a stink on the game here, as that will be off the net, and Willie Brake will get this one. He's going to return it past the 15 out to about the 16. And that is going to be the 1-minute warning. So Velcro, Burns, and Bonner are out there. Probably going to be looking to Burns again. Launch that one towards him, and that will be incomplete. Swatted by the defense. And Joseph Burns has hurt his knee on the play. Great. Oh boy, that could be our entire offense right there. As Joseph Burns will get player of the game here in this one, as Bernard Bailey will replace Burns after the injury. Throwing that one toward Bonner. He's got it. That'll be past the 25. First down. And looks like he will come back. Burns looks like he's not seriously injured, so that's a good thing. Back to pass here. I'm going to have to try to get that quickly, but cannot. Russell sacked. And that is definitely not going to be what we need to happen in this one. Pushed all the way back to our own 21-yard line. There we go. And Russell tried to get that away, but not in time. 22 seconds left, and this horrendous game will be over. So Velcro, Bailey, and Bonner out there right now. We'll launch that one. Velcro will get it. That'll be inside the 5. We'll call a timeout and see if we can actually get another score here. So Bonner out there to the right. Bailey and Velcro to the left. Back to pass there. I tried to throw that one to Bailey, but I threw off the back foot. Boy, I've made some mistakes in this game. 12 seconds left, and this game is over. Thankfully. Alright, so this game thankfully will be over shortly, as we just did not play good enough defensively and made way too many mistakes offensively. So we definitely got to try and figure out what to do there. Greason will take the handoff, and he'll get about a yard there, but that's it. We'll just let the clock run down. So Georgia's going to walk away with a huge win here as they will move up in the division. It'll be a 66-42 win here for them. They're going to make us have to call another play. But that's all right. And that is going to be game over. Georgia comes into Cincinnati, and we are 0-2 at home. So might play better next time on the road, but good night. This was a game. So Georgia comes in, and they just are way too tough to stop. We definitely have to try and figure out what we're going to have to do on defense to kind of mitigate this, as we've played spectacular games, but this one was not one of them. No penalties for a game and unlocked another team, so that's pretty cool. All right, so the Force end up winning this one 66-42, 282 yards versus 286 for the Slash, 289 for the Slash, excuse me. Force end up with 19 rushing yards, 5 for the Slash, as the teams did pretty good on third down. Force 3 for 4, and then Slash 2 for 4, but they were 0 for 1 on fourth down there. The only penalty for the Force, 10-yard holding penalty that held them back, but they dominated the game in all aspects, including possession. Scott will end the day with his rating that I said earlier. Russell will end it, though, at 84.6, 226 yards, 3 touchdowns, but also 3 interceptions, 9 for 20 for 45% completion, and a sack, and that was on me. Greason, 144.6 rating, 268 yards, 6 touchdowns, 15 for 23 for 65% completion. He did get sacked twice. Pearson will end the day with 11 yards out of 6 attempts and the 1 touchdown, while the Force Carpenter ended up with 15 yards out of 2 attempts. Greason with a couple yards there on 1, and Jacobs with a run as well. As for receiving, Burns on the day, 7 receptions, 217 yards, 5 touchdowns. Bonner with a couple of catches for 25. Velcro 1 for 26, and Onomatopoeia 1 for 23. As Gary 6 for 98 for the Force, 3 touchdowns. Bergeron 3 touchdowns, 5 for 133, and Jacobs 4 catches for 37 yards. Smith with a couple of pancakes, Carpenter a couple of pancakes, and Metz and Smith allowed a sack in this one, and then Van Diver allowed the 1 sack there. Defensively, Force, Jim Foster, 4 tackles and the interception. Ward with 3 tackles. Jacobs with 3 tackles and the interception. Gary with 2 and 1 interception. Carpenter with 2 tackles in this one. Jackson with 2. Smith, Allen, and Milligan each with a tackle, as Smith able to get a sack in this one. The Slash, Bonner was all over the field again, 4 tackles, while DeJuan Moss with 3, Velcro and Snow each with 3 tackles. Pearson with a couple of tackles, and then Onomatopoeia with 1. Golston had a sack in this one. Barnes and Bailey each with a tackle, and Van Diver also getting a sack, as well as Lewis hit the 44-yard field goal. And this one, no field goals, though, for McKenzie, homebreaker in this game. So definitely a good game. We definitely are going to have to work on holding on to the football, as, yeah, that was problematic. Appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully we'll be able to rebound in the next one. But I hope you have a great day. May God bless you.